House has resumed. Members, the House is considering the first reading of the Prisoners and Victims Claim 2012 Expiry and Application Dates Amendment Bill. When the House was debating this before the dinner adjournment, Julianne Genter had the call. She has some 30 seconds remaining if she wishes to avail herself of that opportunity. If not, there is one call remaining in this debate. If there is no one,
Speaker.
Louise Upston.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm very proud to take the final call in this first reading debate of the Prisoners and Victims Claims 2012 Expiry and Application Dates Amendment Bill that's been brought before the House by Minister Judith Collins. Members of this House and of my electorate will realise that I'm a proud supporter of victims' rights and very pleased to see that the Labour members are also supporting this bill in the first reading. It is an important bill for us to get this extension of the time frame from the 1st of July 2012 to July 2013. It's been well canvassed, Mr. Speaker, so I don't intend to speak any further other than to say I am proud to support this bill.
So that concludes the debate, and the question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. Contrary, no. The ayes have it.
Ayes have it.
A party vote? The clerk will conduct a party vote.
New Zealand National.
59 votes in favour.
New Zealand Labour.
34 in favour.
Green Party.
13 opposed.
New Zealand First.
8 votes in favour.
Maori Party.
3 votes opposed.
Mana.
1 opposed.
ACT New Zealand.
In favour.
United Future.
1 vote in favour.
Any other votes?
The ayes are 103, the noes are 17. The motion is agreed to. The ayes have it.
Prisoners and Victims Claims 2012 Expiry Application Dates Amendment Bill, first reading.
The question is that the Prisoners and Victims Claims 2012 Expiry and Application Dates Amendment Bill be considered by the Justice and Electoral Committee. Those of that opinion will say aye.
Aye.
Contrary, no. The ayes have it. Honourable Phil Heatley.
I move that the Prisoners and Victims Claims 2012 Expiry and Application Dates Amendment Bill be reported back to the House by the 11th of June 2012, and that the committee have authority to meet at any time while the House is sitting, except during oral questions, during any evening on a day on which there has been a sitting of the House, on a Friday in a week in which there has been a sitting of the House, and outside the Wellington area during a sitting of the House, despite Standing Orders 188, 190A and 1911B and C. The reason why this bill needs to be reported back by the committee by the 11th of June 2012, which is a period less than 4 months, is to enable sufficient time for it to be enacted by 30th of June 2012 and prevent the current regime lapsing. This is a short, uncomplicated bill which seeks to maintain the current regime and bridge the gap between expiry of the current victims' claims process and progressing the government's policy to redirect prisoner compensation to victims of crime. I consider, therefore, that a shortened period for committee consideration is reasonable, and maintaining the status quo is in the public interest.
The question is that the motion be agreed to. The Honourable Trevor Mallard.
Mr. Speaker, the Labour Party will be opposing this motion. Mr. Speaker, I think this is a